Today we have two of the probably most popular vacuum robots from Dreame for testing, namely the F9 Pro and D9 Plus. Why are they so popular and recently breaking all records for orders in our online store? But why these two models specifically? Let's talk about this today and compare them to help you choose the perfect option for your needs. The first thing we will look at is their design and ergonomics. Both devices are made in a classic white round tablet style. The materials are a pleasant-to-touch glossy plastic. The assembled devices are of very high quality. You can feel it immediately when you take them out of the box. They are quite heavy and feel solid and monolithic. The first thing we notice is that both devices are equipped with LiDAR. Why did I pay attention to this? We have already reviewed the F9 model from the previous generation. It uses a camera system for navigation. LiDAR, of course, performs the navigation function better, but because of this, the height of the robot itself has increased. And now it won't be able to easily go under furniture. But this is not as critical as the advantages of using a LiDAR system. Accurate navigation, in my opinion, is more important, but we'll talk about it a bit later. The F9 Pro has a regular charging dock like the previous model, while the D9 Plus has a whole charging base that not only charges the device, but also performs automatic garbage disposal. We'll talk about it later, but I will say that it looks nice and doesn't take up much space. The Dreame F9 Pro has a high power of 2500 W. The compact body contains everything necessary for wet and dry cleaning. The robot removes dust, dirt, and stains. It also has a deep wet cleaning option, where the surface is wiped in a more frequent zigzag pattern. The device features an extended main brush and a floating V-shaped brush. A plus for pet owners is that the main brush is made detachable, so you can easily free it from tangled hair and fur. In the settings, there is an auto mode and 4 power levels, so adaptation to tasks takes into account the level of dirt and the type of flooring. If you encounter stubborn tea stains, you can increase the number of passes and enhance the water flow. And if you need to wipe the floor of dust, one pass with minimal suction is enough. The D9 Plus has the same power as the F9 and can also perform both dry and wet cleaning. A high power of 2500 pascals allows it to suck not only dust but also other dry debris. The roller brush here is rubberized. This creates a tight contact with the surface, so the assistant does not leave unclean stripe. It also handles hair and fur well. However, unlike the F9, which has a water container volume of 237 milliliters, in the D9 it is reduced to 140 milliliters. The D9 Plus is an unusual mop that only wipes the floor. It is designed for full wet cleaning. Water is supplied to the mop from the built-in water tank throughout the entire session. Thus, the moistening remains constant, and the device can handle deep spilled juice and stubborn ketchup stains. Therefore, it can be concluded that the power and types of cleaning are the same. The only difference is in the volume of the water container, but it should be noted that the D9 Plus has an auto-emptying station with a dust container that is several times larger. It holds 2.5 liters of garbage, so you can forget about any maintenance for the robot for 45 days. At the same time, the collected dust will not be able to enter the room again, as the system maintains air tightness. Cleaning before cleaning is now unnecessary. Dreame's mission is to make cleaning automated and smart. It handles this wonderfully. If you leave shoes or extra wires on the floor, the vacuum will navigate around them as obstacles. Thanks to advanced LiDAR navigation, the robot determines its position in space, scans the room for obstacles, and then charts the shortest path for efficient cleaning. It autonomously finds the charging base when it needs recharging, and an additional small object sensor and infrared sensor make navigation more precise. Dreame builds a 2D map that allows you to track its movements. The main navigation system here is the LiDAR sensor, which measures distances using the reflection of laser beams. It is precisely thanks to it that the smart robot navigates in low light and even in darkness. It determines its position in space, expertly avoiding obstacles while cleaning surfaces without missing spots or making repeated passes. Overall, the safety aspect has been thought out to the smallest detail. There are a number of sensors for protection against falls and collisions, recognition of the type of surface, and detection of small objects. This feature is the same for both models. Now let's talk about the autonomy of both devices. The Dreame F9 Pro will make a clean home your everyday reality and turn boring cleaning into a single click on your smartphone. The robot will clean all rooms on a single charge, even if it's a large country house. With a battery capacity of 3200 mAh, it has 150 minutes of autonomous operation. And the coverage area is 160 square meters. This is a very good indicator for such a small device, which does not take up much space. The Dreame D9 Plus stands out for its autonomy and is suitable for cleaning large houses. With a 3200 mAh battery, you will forget about constant recharging. In one go, the device covers an area of up to 200 meters, and if the battery level becomes critical, the D9 Plus will return to the docking station by itself. It will recharge, and after the forced pause, it will continue from the same place where it left off. The dual boost emptying system and the large 2500 ml dustbin contribute to its autonomy. For the F9 Pro, spilled flour, dust, and dirt are not difficult at all. In the settings, there is an auto mode and 4 power levels, so adaptation to tasks takes into account the level of contamination and the type of flooring. The collected debris is sent to a large container, which holds up to 570 ml of dirt. The reliable collection system protects your home from foreign odors and the backflow of allergens. This is enough for several cleanings of the entire house, but you will need to clean the container every few days, as it does not have a cleaning station unlike the D9 Plus. This is where this model wins 100%. In the D9 Plus, there is an auto-emptying station with a dust container. Larger, several times. It holds 2.5 liters of debris, so you can forget about any maintenance for the robot for 45 days. At the same time, the collected dust cannot get back into the room, as the system maintains air tightness. Of course, this is very convenient, especially if you have a very large house. Your home is a small ecosystem that requires the right approach. Only you know how to care for the carpet in your bedroom and what level of moisture is suitable for cleaning the kitchen tiles. Program your vision of cleanliness in the official Dreame Home app, and the robot will bring it to life. Choose the water flow level, suction power, and number of passes for each room. Set a cleaning schedule. View the history and statistics of the session in real time. You can also enable Do Not Disturb mode, check the status of consumables, lock the device from children, change zoning, or set virtual walls. To start cleaning, simply press the Start button on the robot's body. But there is another side to smart capabilities. Controlling it via smartphone, selecting your own cleaning scenario, and starting cleaning from a distance. Even when you are far from home, do you want to set up double humidification to make it easier for the robot to wash stains in the kitchen? Or program a different number of passes for the hallway and bedroom? Just open the Dreame Home app and change the settings for each room. If your child is playing near the bed and you don't want to interrupt the game, you can set a forbidden zone. The program also allows you to control the power and schedule sessions. Manage the dreams from anywhere using your smartphone. Or make it even easier, use voice commands. Sync the vacuum with Alexa, Siri, or Google Assistant to control it with your words. For example, say, "Start cleaning," or "Return to charging." So, what can be said in conclusion about these two vacuum robots? What definitely unites them is the build quality, functionality for both dry and wet cleaning, the modern LiDAR-based navigation system, and high power for maximum thorough cleaning. Both devices are very similar to each other, but what is the difference and which one should you choose? In my opinion, the only difference is the area it can clean on a single charge. In the F9 Pro, it's 160 square meters, while in the D9, it's 200. And in how often you will need to maintain it, If with the F9, you need to approach more often and clean the internal dustbin, as I mentioned, once every few days, then with the D9 and its self-cleaning base, this issue will be almost non-existent. Just empty the trash from the base and replace the water every 45 days, and that's it. So, again, in my opinion, if you have a small apartment and it's not a big issue for you to empty the robot's trash more often, then I would choose the F9 Pro. After all, it is a modern and powerful vacuum cleaner that does not fall short in cleaning compared to the D9. But if you have a large house and you like the robot to, for example, do wet cleaning often, then of course it's better to choose the D9, with its cleaning base and larger cleaning area on a single charge.